All right, shalom, shalom. First foremost, call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles, great millstone, peace. Citation to the elect. Um, so the scripture says, sing for joy for that, for our redemption is at hand, the time is at hand, so it's a solemn assembly, but it's a joyous occasion, as well, because as we see the clay collapsing, you just enjoy it. The scripture say, bless the man, blessed is the man that lived to see the downfall of his enemies, right? So we're looking to see the downfall of all these devils, and he's saying Moab and all these people, So it said Ezra's chapter, the book of Ezra, chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, when the builders laid the foundation of the temple of the Lord, the priests stood in their apparel with the trumpets, and the Levites and the sons of Asaph with cymbals to praise the Lord according to the ordinances of David, king of Israel. And they sang responsively, praising and giving thanks to the Lord, for he is good, and his mercy endureth forever toward Israel. Then all the people shouted with a great shout, and when they praised the Lord, because the foundation of the house of the Lord was laid, and the foundation being put down now. As you see the building blocks, as the Lord said, 1 Peter, the second chapter, it said you're a royal generation, a chosen priesthood, to give up spiritual sacrifices, lively stones, right? Matter of fact, let me jump to it. 1 Peter 2 and verse 5, it says, you also as living stones are built up a spiritual house, holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High Yahweh through his son, Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Yeah, and this is this particular sword I'm reading out of is a Gideon Bible. I think it's the Gideon International. Yeah, the Gideon International Bible. So it's a little bit different, the wording, but it's still the same. It's still gonna say the same things, right? So it says Ezra chapter 3 and verse 11. And then all the people shouted with a great shout when they praised the Lord, because the foundation of the house of the Lord was laid. But many of the priests and Levites and heads of the fathers' houses, old men who had seen the first temple, wept with a loud voice when the foundation of this temple was laid before their eyes. Yet many shouted aloud for joy. And so that the people could not discern the noise of the shout of joy from the noise of weeping of the people, for the people shouted with a loud shout, and the sound was heard afar off. So ultimately, that's the time that we're coming up into now. You know what I'm saying? The scripture says, sing the new song. They sung as it were a new song, before the throne. Which no man could learn that song except the 144,000 redeemed from the earth. All right. Revelation 15 and 1, it says, then I saw another sign in heaven, a great marvelous 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them was the wrath of the Most High complete. And I saw something like a sea of glass mingled with fire, And those who have the victory of the beast over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, standing on the seat of glass, having harps of the Most High, and singing a song, right? Singing for joy. It says, verse 3, it says, they sing the song of Moses, the servant of the Most High, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are your works. Just and true are your ways, kings and saints. Right. So that's the word, man. That's the gospel being preached. All right. And it never stops, you know. As you see, the scripture say, Psalms 19, the lion goeth forth throughout the whole earth. And there's night and day they utter his speech. You know. So it's continuous streams of flowing waters being echoed by the prophets. It says, Psalms 5:1, it says, give ear to my words, O Lord, consider my meditation, and give heed to the voice of my cry, my power, my king, and to you will I pray. And my voice you shall hear in the morning. O Lord, in the morning I will direct to you and will look up. For you are not a power who takes pleasure in wickedness, nor shall evil dwell with you. The boastful shall not stand in your sight. You shall hate all the workers of iniquity. You shall destroy those who abhor, who speak falsehood. The Lord abhor the bloody and deceitful man. But as for me, I will come to your house in the multitude of mercy, and fear you will I worship toward your holy temple. Lead me, O Lord, in your righteousness because of my enemies, and make my way straight before thy face. 11 verse, but let all those that rejoice who put their trust in you, and let them ever shout for joy, because you defend them, and let those who love you love your name be joyful in you. All right, so there's a contingency, a vast contingency of jakes that do not love the Lord's name. You know, they don't really consider the Lord's name to be important. You know, as scripture say, Proverbs 18:10, the name of the Lord, a strong tower, the righteous run into it and are safe. You know, so if you're the elect, the name is going to be important. The scripture say the elect shall praise his holy name. You know, so the name is of importance. The name is of importance. So what name are you praising? So it says in Psalms 132 and verse 6 says, behold, we have heard of the Ephah, and we found it in the fields of the woods. Let us go into his tabernacle, and let us worship at his footstool. Arise, O Lord, to your resting place, you in the ark of your strength. And let your priests be clothed with righteousness, and let your saints be shout for joy. See, let your saints shout for joy. Are you supposed to be shouting for joy? For your servants, David's sake, right? Do not turn away the face of your anointed. Yeah, give us the sure mercies of David, the sure compassion. All right. It says, for your servant's sake, David, do not turn away the face of your anointed. The Lord has sworn in truth to David, and he will not turn from it. I will set upon your throne the fruit of your body, your people. All right. Well, starting with Solomon, the fruit of your body, but the the people that come from David, man, the house of David, they're gonna reign. It says, if your sons will keep my covenant and my testimony, which I shall teach them, their sons also shall sit upon your throne forevermore. All right, you shall keep this perpetual from generation to generation, man. If your sons will keep my covenant and my testimony, which I shall teach them, that's them shouting for joy. Their sons also shall sit upon your throne forevermore. For the Lord hath chosen Zion, and he hath desire for his dwelling place. He has desired it for his dwelling place. This is my resting place forever, and here will I dwell, for I have desired it. The Lord desire. The Lord said, Jeremiah 6:2, I've likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. The Lord had desired toward his people, toward his woman. It said, this is my resting place forever, and here will I dwell, for I have desired it. And I will abundantly bless her provision, and I will satisfy her poor with bread. Because he's a jealous power, right? I said, I will also clothe her priests with salvation, and her saints shall shout aloud for joy. All right. So if you're not shouting aloud for joy, then that means that the spirit, Lord, is not fulfilling you, man. You're not full of the Lord. Our people are not full of the Lord. Our people are they're full of shit. Huh? Our people are fucking crazy, man. You know, our people are crazy. It says Philippians 2 and verse 1. It says, therefore, if there be any consolation in Yahushua, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any affection and mercy, fulfill ye my joy, shout for joy, and be like-minded, having the same love, being a one accord, one mind. So it says Psalms 132 and 9 says, let your priests be clothed with righteousness, and let your saints shout for joy. So all you do is shout for joy, man. Because we're about to get the F up out of here, man. You know what I mean? We're about to get up out of here. It says Psalms 35 and verse Psalms 35 and verse 17 says, Lord, how long will you look on and rescue me from this destruction, my precious life from the lions? And I will give you thanks in the great assembly, and I'll praise you amongst many people. It shout for joy. That which is told unto you, and that what I tell you in the dark, say on the housetop. That what the Lord told you in the dark. Say on the housetop. All right, Habakkuk 2, real quick. Habakkuk chapter 2. It says that he may run that readeth it. All right. Habakkuk 2 and verse make division plain upon table, Habakkuk 2 and 1. So I will stand upon my watch. It says I will stand upon my watch and set myself on the rampart and watch to see what he will say to me, and what I will answer when I am corrected, when I reprove. And then the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run who readeth it, that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and will not lie. Though it carry weight for it. Yeah, so the Gideon Bible a little bit different wording, but still the same. So we work with anything, man. I found this Gideon Bible, and then I said, let me do a lesson with it. Just messing around with it, man. Psalm 54 and verse Psalm 54 and verse 1 says, sing, O Barren. Yeah, for sing, cry aloud for joy, man. Sing, O Barren, for you who have not born, because just like your foremother Sarah, in Genesis 17, just like your foremother Sarah, she was barren, right? But she ended up the Lord ended up giving her a miracle, and, Isaac named Laughter, right? For the angel told her the name of Isaac, man. For the and she laughed. Right? Um, 18 Genesis 18 and verse 11. Now Abraham and Sarah were old and advanced in age, and Sarah had passed the age of childbearing. Therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, "After I have grown old, shall I have pleasure, my Lord being old also?" And the Lord said to Abraham, "Why did Sarah laugh, saying, Shall I bear my child? Shall I surely bear a child, since I am too old? Is anything too hard for the Lord? At the appointed time will I return to you according to the time of life, and Sarah shall have a son." But Sarah denied it, saying, "I did not laugh," but she was afraid. And he said, "No, but you did laugh." Right. So yeah, that's the barren, right? Sarah was the barren Genesis the 18th chapter. But you as a nation, you become unfruitful, right? That's why the Lord called you barren. You know, he but now you becoming to bear fruit. Like when a field is barren, it becomes dry. It's not watered properly. That's a barren field, a barren wasteland. America is going to become a, a barren wasteland. So Isaiah 54 and verse 1, it says, "Sing, O barren, who have not borne." All right, just like Sarah who couldn't born. You know, she sung aloud. She cried for you know. All right. So it says, "Break forth into singing and cry aloud, you who have not labored with a child. For more than are the children of the desolate than the children of the married woman or the married wife." Right? So enlarge the place of your tents and let them stretch out the curtains of your dwellings, and do not spare. Lengthen your cords and strengthen your stakes. For you shall expand to the right and to the left, and your descendants will inherit the nations and make the desolate cities inhabited. Your descendants shall inherit the nations. Yeah, your offspring, man. Our people gonna rule the world, man. But they don't see it. They're too busy fighting each other, dripped up in the curses, you know, dripped up in the flesh, with menial things. Yet the Lord said, "Return unto me now abundantly pardon." Um, so it says, "Do not fear, for you will be not ashamed." Isaiah 54 and 4. "Neither be disgraced, for you will not be put to shame, for you will not, for you will forget the shame of your youth, and will not be and not remember the reproach of your widowhood anymore. For your maker is your husband, the Lord of hosts is his name, Yahweh Shemashai is his name, and your Redeemer is the Holy One of Israel. For he is called the power of the whole earth. For the Lord has called you like a woman forsaken and grieved in the spirit, like a youthful wife, when you were refused, saith your power." Yeah. The Lord hath called you like a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, like a youthful wife when you were refused. Okay, it says, "For a mere moment," 7th verse, "have I forsaken you, but with great mercies will I gather you." It says, "With a little wrath I hid my face from you for a moment, but with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on you." The Lord hid his face for us, right? And now he's having mercy on us through this truth. But ultimately, when we get beamed up in the ship, Lord willing, because the people yet to consider or understand what them ships that they seen truly are, but we telling them, you know, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yashai. But anyways, 9th verse, "For this is like the waters of Noah to me," right? Because the first death the translation or the actual saving was done through the ark, but in this time the new ark or the new salvation method is going to be the UFO, the ships. Isaiah 26:20. Come enter down to my people into thy chambers, right? Until the indignation be overpassed. Now it says, if I have sworn that the waters of Noah could no longer or would no longer cover the earth, so I have sworn that I would not be angry with you, nor rebuke you. For the mountains shall depart and the hills be removed, but my kindness shall not depart from you, nor shall my covenant of peace be removed, said the Lord who has mercy upon you. It says, on you afflicted ones, tossed with tempest and not comforted. Yeah. The devil, the so-called white man, he don't represent the afflicted. He's the one doing the affliction on the people. I said, behold, I will lay your stones with colorful gems and lay your foundation with sapphires. And I'll make your pinnacles of rubies, your gates of crystals, and your walls of precious stones. Yeah, you ain't gonna live in the prison houses. These are the people that set up in prison houses. You ain't gonna live in prison houses no more. Section 8 food stamps and WIC offices and shit. It says, in righteousness you shall be established. You shall be far from oppression. Isaiah 54:14. For you shall not fear, and from terror it shall not come up near you. All right. It shall not come near you. The plague shall not come nigh thy dwelling. All right. You're gonna live a peaceful life, man, without uncertainty and doubt. Your life hang in the midst in this place. The scripture say your life is in doubt. Cursed shall be you when thou goest in, cursed shall thou be when thou goest out. All right. You shall betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Amos 7:17. You shall your wife be a harlot in the city, right? So these are the plagues that your people experience. While the white man and them, they cool. They living real good. Okay. But off of your oppression, while you sitting there voting for their damn president and looking at this damn stock market and college and university, the plague gonna be destroyed. All right. And the time is at hand. So sing for joy. Anyway, 15th verse. Indeed, they shall surely assemble, not because of me. Whoever assembles against you shall fall for your sake. Behold, I have created a smith that blow the coals and the fire, who brings an instrument for his work. For I have created the spoiler to destroy, which is the which is the missiles, the thermonuclear missile that's gonna rain down on this demonic evil place. You know, it said, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against you in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the service of the Lord, and the righteousness is of me." So again, this truth um, is unstoppable, as they would say. Like, you can't do anything against the truth, but for the truth. You have many people that have, like, they have issues with the truth. They're angry, and they get uh they get offended at the truth, and they see you out there, they mockers and scoffers. But ultimately, you ought to receive with meekness the engrafted word, able to say yourself, and shout, and sing aloud for joy. That what the Israelites were called to do, not to die in a polluted land, you know, being depressed and demonically possessed. De- Depressed and demonically possessed. That's what these people are, man. Psalms 96 and verse 1. Oh, sing to the Lord a new song. Sing to the Lord all the earth. Christianity is not a new song, all right? All that sing to the Lord a new song. Christianity is not new. Catholicism is not, all that bullshit. The Lord says sing a new song, not the same old tune. Um, Sing to the Lord all the earth. Sing to the Lord, bless his name. Proclaim the good news of his salvation from day to day. All right. You see these missionaries, they go up there proclaiming. I had this one, I was in the Walmart parking lot, and there was this one old chick, I think it was a old Levite woman. And like, good, the good, grace of the kingdom. The kingdom hall, Jehovah Wiccan, and we grew up in the church and all that, so we know what they're all about. But it's all the same old Christian dogma wrapped up in a new bow, by Whitey, because Whitey gave you that stuff. But anyway, it says 4 verse, and that's why you hear Jake, oh, the white man's book. This is the white man's book. Well, that's because they don't know no better. You know? They've been deceived by all the same old dogmas. All right. Anyways, Psalms 96:4 says, "For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised, for he is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the people are idols, but the Lord made the heavens, and honor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are his sanctuaries." Um, I said, "Give to the Lord, O ye families of the people, and give to the Lord glory and strength. Give to the Lord the glory due to his name." Okay, and bring an offering, come into his course. Yeah, and you got Israelites that reverence not the name of the Lord. They take the name of the Lord in vain. Okay. I said, "Oh, worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Tremble before him, all the nations." 10 verse. Say among the nations, the Lord reigneth. The world also is firmly established, and it shall not be moved. He shall judge the people righteously. Yeah, and what that mean? He gonna set up righteous rulers over the people. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. The Most High gonna set the righteous people over the planet Earth. Everybody complicate everything, man. They make everything too complicated. You know what's gonna happen? This the scriptures say the Sirach, the 10th chapter. The government of a wise man, prudent man, is well ordered. Right. At the end of the day, they're looking for answers and all this. The scriptures say that that was not thought shall wear the crown, man. They look at Russia, China, this person, that person, aliens, all this. The Israelites that you've been oppressing, that's the people. You know, but you don't want to be the people. You don't want to rule because you don't have a ruling class mentality. Second Chronicles, I believe it's the first chapter. Um, Solomon prayed for the wisdom to rule such a great understanding people. For the ruling mindset, he would pray for the ruling class mindset. He prayed for understanding. You know, and that's why he was given so much riches and so much girlies. Which is a righteous thing. That's what a man was created to have, a true king. That's a 40 years of peace, right? But ultimately, the damn women brought confusion. Nah. But Psalms 96 and verse 10, it says, "Say among the nations, the Lord reigneth. The world also firmly established. It shall not be moved. He shall judge the people righteously. Let the heavens rejoice, and let the earth be glad, and let the sea roars like it, and its fullness, and let the field be joyful, and all that's in it, all them that's in it. Then all the trees of the woods will rejoice before the Most High. For he is coming, for he is coming to judge the earth. Whew. And he shall judge the world with righteousness and the people with his truth." Yeah, by way of his son. It says, Psalms 97, "The Lord reigneth, let the earth rejoice, and sing aloud, and let the multitude of the isles be glad. And clouds and darkness surrounded him." Clouds and darkness surrounded him. That's why you see the AI images. Sometimes you see the clouds of darkness, surrounding the Lord, and that's where you get it from. That's it. The depiction, you know. Clouds of darkness. Matter of fact, I put the banner on there. The banner of clouds and darkness, man. The clouds and darkness are with him, man. Psalms 97:2. Clouds and darkness surround him, and righteousness and justice are the foundation of his throne. A fire goeth before him, and burn up his enemies round about. That's why when you read 2 the 13th chapter, it said that he didn't lift up his hand A fire proceeded out of his mouth. A fire go before him and burn up his enemies round about. Right. 4 verse of Psalm 97:4. His lightnings light the world, and the earth sees it and tremble. The mountains melt like wax at the presence of the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, at the presence of the Lord of the power of the whole earth. The heavens declare his righteousness, and all the people shall see his glory. Let all be put to shame who serve carved idols and who boast of idols and worship him, all you gods, all you people. It says, Zion, hear and be glad, and the daughters of Judah shall rejoice because of your judgments. Yeah, Isaiah the 3rd chapter. The daughters of Judah rejoice because they get their hair back and they get their attitudes fixed. You know what I mean? It says, for you, Lord, are most high above all the earth, and you are exalted far above all the powers. That's right. You who love the Lord hate evil. That's why it says you shall hate abomination vehemently. That's evil. You can say, flee from sin as the face of a serpent. You know? It said he preserved the soul of the saints, of his saints, and he delivered them out the hands of the wicked. Yeah, we about delivered out the hands of these devils. Right. It says light is sown for the righteous and gladness for the upright in heart. Rejoice in the Lord, you righteous, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holy name. All right. So that's an important thing, the name, which some count slackness, man. Psalms 99:1, it says, let the Lord reigns and let the people tremble. And he dwells between the cherubim and let the earth be moved. For the Lord is great in Zion, nowhere else. He is high above all the peoples. Let them praise your great and awesome name, for he is holy. Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. The king's strength also loves justice, which is not being kept on the earth. For you have established equity, and you have executed justice and righteousness in Jacob. The scriptures say, Micah the 3rd chapter, real quick, because man have become corrupt. Okay, the Lord said he made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions. Okay, so that's what the Lord said. He's going to judge the earth in righteousness. You know? But there's a lot of corruption, you know, on this earth. The earth is exceedingly polluted. All right. Micah 3 and verse 1, it says, "Hear now, O ye heads of Jacob, and you rulers of the house of Israel, is it not for you to know justice?" See, Psalms 99 and verse 4, it says, "The king's strength also loved justice. You have established equity, and you have executed justice and righteousness in Jacob. Hear now, O ye heads of Jacob, and you rulers of the house of Israel, it is not for you to know justice, who hate good and love evil, who strip the skin from off my people and the flesh from their bones, making money off them, you know, seducing and deceiving, you know, who flay off eat the flesh off my people and flay the skin off them, break their bones, chop them in pieces like meat for the pot, and flesh in the cauldron. In the whorehouses called churches." Verse 4 says, "Then will they cry to the Lord, but he will not hear them, and he will even hide his face from them at that time, because they have even been evil in their deeds." All right, corrupt. There you go. Verse 5, it says, "Thus says the Lord concerning the prophets, who make my people stray and chant peace while they chew their teeth, who prepare war against him who put nothing in their mouth." Right. You're supposed to be singing about the war that's coming. You know, they just, instead they're singing about peace and shit and love, 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 love. Right. At the end of the day, Jeremiah 28 is what the prophets have been about from the beginning. Right? It says that the prophets that have been before me, before thee of old, have prophesied against many great country kingdoms of war, evil, pestilence that's coming about on the earth. Okay, that's why it says in 1 Samuel the 16th chapter, "Comest thou peaceably, Samuel," the 4th verse. You know, they asked Samuel, "Did he come peaceably?" Because it's coming with the message of death and gloom, doom and gloom on the earth. Okay, before there's before there is there's peace on the earth, there must be war. You know? Before there may be peace on the earth, there must be war. Now it says, therefore you shall have night without vision, and you shall have darkness without divination. The sun shall go down on the prophets, and the day shall be dark for them. So the seers shall be ashamed, the diviners abashed, and indeed they shall all cover their lips, for there is no answer from the Most High. But I truly am full of the power by the Spirit of the Lord of justice and might. Psalms 99 and 2. 4. It says, the king's strength also loved justice, and you have established equity, and you have executed justice and righteousness in Jacob. All right. That's why it says, exalt the Lord and worship at his footstool, for he is holy. Okay. So, Micah 3 and 9 says, now hear this, you heads of the house of Jacob and the rulers of the house of Israel, who abhor justice and pervert all equity, who build up Zion with blood and bloodshed, and Jerusalem with iniquity. Her head judge for a bribe, and her priest teach for pay, and her prophets divine for money. Yet they lean on the Lord and say, is not the Lord among us? No harm can come to us, can come upon us. It says, therefore, because of you, Zion shall be plowed like a field, and Jerusalem shall become heaps of ruins, and the mountains of the temple like the bare hills of the forest. Right, because they'll tell you go take the micro C hip, without any repercussions or anything like that. Without any what's the word? Remorse. I should say remorse. You don't have any. The moral compass in you ain't telling you, man. I'm telling these people to go do some damn dirt to themselves. And they're gonna listen to you because you got this authoritative position. And that's what the people gonna listen to. Because they sitting in Moses' seat, right? As the scriptures say. Psalms 99 verse 6 says, Moses and Aaron were among his priests, and Samuel, there you go Samuel again, those who called upon his name, and they called upon the Lord, and he answered them, and he spoke to them in the cloudy pillar, and they kept his testimonies and the ordinances he gave them. You answered them, O Lord our God, and you were to them a God who forgives. Through you, though you took vengeance on their deeds. It said, exalt the Lord our power and worship at his holy hill, for the Lord our power is holy. Yeah. So it said, Psalms 101 and verse 1, it says, I will sing of mercy and justice to you, O Lord. I will sing praise. And that's the song, being sung, the righteous sacrifice, man. It's supposed to be thrown up daily. The scripture say daily watching daily at my gates. I will behave wisely in a perfect way. Oh, when will you come to me? I will walk within my house with a perfect heart. And I will set nothing wicked before my eyes. And I hate the work of those who fall away. It says, I hate the work of those who fall away. It shall not cling to me. See that? The wicked, the slothful, the deceitful worker. It says, a perverse heart shall depart from me, and I will not know wickedness. Whosoever secretly slander his neighbor, him I will destroy. The one who has a haughty look and a proud heart, him will I not endure. All right. It says, my eyes shall be on the faithful of the land, that they may dwell with me. He who walks in a perfect way, he shall serve me. And he who work deceit shall not dwell within my house. He who tell lies cannot continue in my presence, right? Because that's a deceitful spirit. He who work deceit, and that's the devil. That's why the Lord told John 8:44, you're the father of the devil. And the lust of your father you will do, because he's a murderer from the beginning, and the father of lies, man. So all lies proceed from the spiritual demon Satan and from Esau, man. They proceed from their asses. And that's where Jake learned to be tricksters and deceivers, starting with the garden lie that was told, or half truth, I should say, because he did tell Eve that they will be as gods, knowing both good and evil. But the statement was made um, to deceive her, because he didn't tell her everything else that would come. Just like today, man. You sit there and you buy some product, you buy some health care product or some shit, whatever, or pharmaceutical, I should say. They give it to you, and then you read the side effects. They didn't they make you sign off on some shit, some treatment, some experimental treatment. Then they tell you that they don't tell you about all the side effects, that it may cause. If you don't read all the fine print, man. So with this devil, you always have to read the fine print because he never tells you everything. He never, you sign up for these jobs, and there's like a bunch of strings attached to it. They don't even tell you all the shit that you really have to do. You know, so so as Eve was duped, you know, yeah, we can't be letting ourselves get duped by this devil. As the scripture said, we're not ignorant to Satan devices. You know? But it says Psalms 101:8. It says, "Early I will destroy all the wicked of the land, that I may cut off all the evildoers from the city of the Lord." Which ultimately, New Jerusalem come down from heaven, adorned as a bride for her husband. All right, who is singing the song, of Moses, the servant of the Most High. You um, Revelation 21 and verse Revelation 21 and verse 1. Now I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there were no more sea. Then I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from the Most High, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice saying, "Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people. Uh, and the Most High himself will be with them and be their power. The Most High wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, nor sorrow, nor crying. And there shall be no more pain, for the former things are passed away." All right, the former things are passed away, and new things the Lord declared, man. Before they spring forth, the Lord tell you of them. Um, Isaiah chapter 42, I believe. New things do I declare. I think that's yeah. Isaiah 42 and verse 8. I, the Lord, that is my name, Yahweh Shai, and my glory I will not give to another, nor my praise to graven images. Behold, the former things have come to pass, and new things I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you them. Sing to the Lord a new song, and his praise from the ends of the earth. You who go down to the sea and all that is therein, you coastlands and you inhabitants of the earth, and let them give glory to the Lord and declare his praise in the coastland. For the Lord shall go forth like a mighty man, and shall stir up his zeal like a man of war, and shall cry out, shout aloud, he shall prevail against his enemies. And say, I have a long time held my peace, and I have been still and refrained myself. But now will I cry like a woman in labor and travail, and I will paint and gasp at once, and I will lay waste the mountains and hills, and dry up all the vegetables of vegetation, like it. And I will make the rivers, the Gideon Bible for you. And I will make the rivers coastlands, and I will dry up the pools. And I'll bring the blind by the way that they did not know, and I will lead them in the paths that they have not known. And I'll make darkness light before them, and crooked paths straight. And these things I would do for them and not forsake them. So I will wipe away all tears. It says Revelation 21:5. It says, then behold, he who sat on the throne said, behold, I make all things new. Right? New things do I declare. Isaiah 42:9. Right? Before they spring forth, I tell you them. Right? For these words are true and faithful. And he said to me, it is done. I am the Alpha and Omega, and the beginning and the end. And I will give of the fountain of the water of life freely to he who thirsts. So you don't have to pay like the damn pastors, making these people pay, and all these people, getting themselves rich. Buy the truth and sell it not. Proverbs 23:23. Right? Buy the truth and sell it not, man. So hey, with that, call I'm like how Bahashim outside Bahashim Makakodash, step on to the Apostles' Great Millstone. A peace. Citation to the elect. Shalom.